sine square alpha minus sine square beta is equal to sine square alpha into cos square beta minus cos square alpha sine square beta. The left hand side is expressed completely in terms of sines. In the right hand side, there are sine and cos, both the terms are there. Therefore, let us take the right hand side and convert these two cosine terms into sine. So, RHS equal to, this is sine square alpha. Cos square beta can be written as 1 minus sine square beta, and this sine square beta will write in the beginning, and this cos square alpha can be written as 1 minus sine square alpha, since we know that cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1. This is the formula which we are using here. Now, if we expand this, this is sine square alpha minus sine square alpha sine square beta minus sine square beta plus sine square beta into sine square alpha. So this is, these two gets cancelled. So we are left with sine square alpha minus sine square beta. So this is the given problem. In the right hand side, the terms are in terms of sine and cosine. Here only sine. So we have taken RHS and changed these two cosine terms. So sine square alpha into cos square beta, according to this formula, can be written as 1 minus sine square beta minus sine square beta into, this is 1 minus sine square alpha. Now when we multiply this, sine square alpha minus sine square alpha into sine square beta minus sine square beta into 1 minus into minus plus, these two gets cancelled and we are left with sine square alpha minus sine square beta. 1 minus 3 sine square alpha plus 3 sine power 4 alpha is equal to cos power 6 alpha plus sine power 6 alpha. Left hand side is completely expressed in terms of sine, the right hand side cos and sine, and the right hand side is in standard formula. So this cos power 6 alpha plus sine power 6 alpha can be written as cos square alpha whole cube plus sine square alpha whole cube. Now, this a plus b whole cube is a cube plus b cube plus 3ab into a plus b. From this, a cube plus b cube is equal to a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. So if we apply this, this is cos square alpha plus sine square alpha whole cube minus 3ab means cos square alpha sine square alpha into a plus b means cos square alpha plus sine square alpha. Now cos square alpha plus sine square alpha is 1, therefore this is 1 minus 3 cos square alpha into sine square alpha, since this is also 1. Now the left hand side is given completely in terms of alpha, sine alpha. let us change this. This is 1 minus 3 sine square alpha, and this can be written as 1 minus sine square alpha. Now if we expand this, 1 minus 3 sine square alpha plus 3 sine power 4 alpha, this is what we are asked to prove. So the right hand side, this is cos square alpha whole cube and sine square alpha whole cube. That means it is converted into a cube plus b cube. A cube plus b is a plus b whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. So that is applied here. A plus b means cos square alpha plus sine square alpha whole cube minus 3ab into a plus b. Now this is 1 and this is 1. Therefore this is 1 minus 3 cos square alpha sine square alpha. And the left hand side is having only the trigonometric ratio sine. We have converted this cos square alpha. So this is 1 minus 3 sine square alpha into 1 minus sine square. This is 1 minus 3 sine square alpha minus of minus plus 3 sine power 4 alpha. Cos power 4 alpha plus cos square alpha is equal to 2 minus 3 sine square alpha plus sine power 4 alpha. The left hand side is expressed in the ratio cosine and the right hand side is sine. So let us take the LHS. Here we will get the common factor as cos square alpha, and this is cos square alpha plus 1. Now this cos square alpha plus sine square alpha is 1. Therefore this cos square alpha can be written as 1 minus sine square alpha, and this is also 1 minus sine square alpha plus 1. So this is 1 minus sine square alpha into 2 minus sine square alpha. Now if we multiply, this is 2 minus sine square alpha minus 2 sine square alpha plus sine power 4 alpha. So this is 2 minus 3 sine square alpha plus sine power 4 alpha. So the right hand side is taken. Cos square alpha is common. So we are left with cos square alpha plus 1. And cos square alpha is converted into 1 minus sine square alpha because the right hand side is expressed in terms of sine. And this is also 1 minus sine square alpha plus 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 minus sine square alpha. Now when we multiply, while multiplying by 1, we will get 2 minus sine square alpha. And this is minus 2 sine square alpha plus sine power 4 alpha. So finally it is 2 minus 3 sine square alpha plus sine power 4 alpha. This is what we are asked to prove. Cot alpha into tan beta is equal to cot alpha plus tan beta by cot beta plus tan alpha. Now the left hand side is cot alpha tan beta, the right hand side is cot alpha plus tan beta by cot beta plus tan alpha. Both the sides are expressed in terms of cot and tan, but the difference here, alpha is in cot, beta is in cot, here it is same. But here we compare this, this is tan and this is cot. So if we change this into cot and this into tan, then it will be similar to LHS. Therefore, Let us take RHS. The numerator, we will keep it as it is, cot alpha plus tan beta by this cot beta, we will write it as 1 by tan beta plus this is 1 by cot alpha. Now we will take the LCM. So the numerator is cot alpha plus tan beta. In the denominator, if we take tan beta and cot alpha as LCM, in the numerator we will get cot alpha plus tan beta. Now these two things gets cancelled. 1 by 1 by, therefore this is nothing but tan beta into cot alpha. So in the beginning we have observed that alpha is in terms of cot and beta is in terms of tan. Here also alpha is in terms of cot and beta is in terms of tan. So in the denominator we have changed this as 1 by tan beta. This we have written as 1 by cot alpha. Now the numerator is cot alpha plus tan beta, and in the denominator we have taken LCM. LCM is tan beta into cot alpha. Therefore in the numerator we will get cot alpha plus tan beta. These two things gets cancelled and the answer remaining is tan beta into cot alpha. Cot beta minus tan alpha by cot alpha minus tan beta is equal to tan alpha into cot beta. So once again, both sides are expressed in terms of tan and cot. Here alpha is in terms of tan, here is also alpha in terms of tan, and here alpha is in terms of cot. So while we look at here, this we have to change in terms of tan and this in terms of cot. Therefore the LHS can be written as, the numerator is cot beta minus tan alpha by, this we will write it as 1 by tan alpha minus this is 1 by cot beta. Now we will take the LCM. The numerator is cot beta minus tan alpha. In the denominator the LCM is tan alpha into cot beta. Here we will get cot beta minus tan alpha. These two gets cancelled. Therefore the remaining answer is tan alpha into cot beta, which is the RHS. Next problem, sin x into cot x plus 3 into 3 cot x plus 1 is equal to 3 cosecant x plus 10 cos x. Sin x into cot x plus 3 into 3 cot x plus 1 is equal to 3 cosecant x plus 10 cos x. So let us take the left hand side and convert all the ratios in terms of sin and cos. Therefore this is equal to sin x into this cot x is can be written as cos x by sin x plus 3, and this is 3 into cos x by sin x plus 1. Now let us take the LCM. This is sin x, and here the LCM is sin x, and in the numerator it is cos x plus 3 sin x. Here it is 3 cos x plus sin x by sin x. So we can cancel this sin x and this sin x. Now let us multiply. Cos x into 3 cos x is 3 cos square x. Cos x into sin x is cos x sin x. 3 sin x into 3 cos x is 9 sin x cos x, plus this is 3 sin square x, and in the denominator with sin x. Now this is 3 cos square x and this is 3 sin square x. If 3 is taken common, cos square x plus sin square x becomes 1, therefore it is 3. Cos x sin x and 9 sin x cos x is 10 sin x cos x by sin x. Now if we split this, the first plus the next one will be 10 cos x. So 1 by sin x is cosecant x. Therefore, here we can write this as 3 into cosecant x 10 cos x, which is the required answer. So here sin x is here. Cot x is written as cos x by sin x plus 3. This is 3 into cos x by sin x plus 1. Here sin x is the LCM. Therefore, numerator cos x plus 3 sin x. Here also the LCM is sin x. In the numerator we will get 3 cos x plus sin x. Sin x and sin x gets cancelled. Now if we multiply this, this is 3 cos square x plus cos x sin x plus 9 sin x cos x plus 3 sin square x. When 3 is taken as common factor in these two, inside the bracket cos square x plus sin square x becomes 1, therefore it is 3. This is 9 and this is 1, therefore this is 10 sin x cos x by sin x. Now when we split this, this is 3 sin x, 3 by sin x plus 10 into sin gets cancelled, cos x is remaining. 1 by sin is cosecant x, therefore this is 3 cosecant x plus 10 cos x. Cosecant alpha minus secant alpha is equal to cos alpha into cosecant alpha minus sin alpha into secant alpha whole by cos alpha plus sin alpha. So cosecant alpha minus sin alpha, cosecant alpha minus secant alpha is equal to cos alpha into cosecant alpha minus sin by cos alpha plus sin alpha. Let us take the right hand side and convert all the ratios in terms of sin and cos. Therefore, this is cos alpha by sin alpha minus this is sin alpha by cos alpha whole by the denominator is cos alpha plus sin alpha. Now in the numerator, if we take the LCM, it is cos square alpha sin square alpha by sin alpha cos alpha by cos alpha plus sin alpha. And cos square alpha minus sin square alpha is in the form a square minus b square. Therefore, the factors for this or cos alpha plus sin alpha into cos alpha minus sin alpha. Therefore, we will write the numerator as cos alpha plus sin alpha into cos alpha minus sin alpha. This is sin alpha cos alpha, and the denominator we will write it here as 1 by cos alpha plus sin alpha. Now these two things gets cancelled. Now let us split this. This is cos alpha by sin alpha cos alpha minus sin alpha by sin alpha cos alpha. These two gets cancelled, these two gets cancelled. 1 by sin alpha is cosecant alpha, and 1 by cos alpha is secant alpha. So therefore, here we have taken the right hand side and converted everything into sin and cos. So this is cos alpha and this is 1 by sin. Therefore, cos alpha by sin alpha minus sin alpha, and this is 1 by cos alpha. Now after taking the LCM in the numerator, we will get cos square alpha minus sin square alpha by sin alpha cos alpha into cos alpha plus sin alpha. Now the factors for this are cos alpha plus sin alpha into cos alpha minus sin alpha by sin alpha cos alpha. Into the denominator is written here as 1 by cos alpha plus sin alpha. These two gets cancelled. Now the remaining thing is cos alpha by sin alpha cos alpha minus sin alpha by sin alpha cos alpha. This is cancelled and this is cancelled. 1 by sin alpha becomes cosecant alpha minus 1 by cos alpha becomes secant alpha. Cosecant theta minus sin theta into secant theta minus cos theta is equal to 1 by cot theta into 1 plus tan square theta. Now, this is the problem. The left hand side is equal to cosecant can be written as 1 by sin theta minus this is sin theta. Here this is 1 by cos theta minus this is cos theta. So here the LCM is sin theta. Numerator becomes 1 minus sin square theta. Here the LCM is cos theta and the numerator is 1 minus cos square theta. Now 1 minus sin square theta is cos square theta by sin theta into this is sin square theta by cos theta. Now this is square and this cos gets cancelled. This is square and this sin gets cancelled. So we are left with cos theta sin theta. Now the answer is 1 by cot theta into 1 plus tan square theta, but we have arrived at the conclusion that the answer is cos theta and sin theta. If we want to get the answer only from LHS, here it is cot theta in the denominator. Cot theta in the denominator is tan theta in the numerator. Therefore, here we will divide this by cos theta and multiply by cos theta. So therefore, this is cos theta sin theta. This we will divide by cos theta and multiply by cos theta. Now this sin theta by cos theta becomes tan theta. Cos theta into cos theta is cos square theta. Now this is equal to, if we bring this into the denominator, it becomes 1 by cot theta, and this becomes 1 by secant square theta. Therefore this is 1 by cot theta into secant square theta can be written as 1 plus tan square theta. So in the beginning, cosecant is written as 1 by sine minus sine. Secant is 1 by cos minus cos. So after taking the LCM, 1 minus sine square theta by sine theta. And this is 1 minus cos square theta by sine theta, by cos theta. 1 minus sine square theta is cos square theta. And this is sine theta. 1 minus cos square is sine square theta. And this is cos. So square and cos cancel, square and sine cancel. We are left with cos theta and sine theta. But the answer is something different. So if we look at the answer, this is cot theta in the denominator is equal to tan theta in the numerator. So to get tan theta in the numerator, let us divide this sin theta by cos theta and multiply by cos theta so that the value does not change. Now this sin theta by cos theta is tan theta. Cos theta into cos theta becomes cos square theta. When we bring this into the denominator, this is 1 by cot theta and this is 1 by secant square theta. Therefore the answer is 1 by cot theta into secant square theta is written as 1 plus tan square theta. Suppose in the same problem, if we don't get the idea of dividing by cos theta and multiplying by cos theta, and we have got LHS is equal to cos theta and sin theta. And afterwards, if you don't get the idea of dividing this by cos and multiplying this by cos, let us change RHS. This is second model. Into sin and cos. This is cos by, it is sin theta by cos theta. This is 1 plus tan square theta is secant square theta. When this goes to the numerator, it is cos square theta. These two gets cancelled. Therefore, LHS is equal to LHS. So this way also you can solve. And even if you don't get the answer, when you convert RHS also in terms of sin and cos, then the last resort is we can prove that LHS minus RHS is equal to 0. That is last resort but not advisable. The first method of dividing by cos theta and multiplying by cos theta is the best method which you have to develop. 1 cosecant alpha minus cot alpha minus 1 by sin alpha is equal to 1 by sin alpha minus 1 by cosecant alpha plus cot alpha. So one model is changing the left hand side and right hand side in terms of sine and cos, but to solve it faster, and the best method is, we know that cosecant alpha plus cot alpha into cosecant alpha minus cot alpha is equal to 1. So we know that cosecant alpha plus cot alpha into cosecant alpha minus cot alpha equal to 1. Using this, 1 by cosecant alpha minus cot alpha can be written as cosecant alpha plus cot alpha. Therefore, the left hand side is 1 by cosecant alpha minus cot alpha, means it is cosecant alpha plus cot alpha, minus 1 by sin alpha is cosecant alpha. These two gets cancelled and the answer is cot alpha. Now let us go for the RHS. Here also 1 by sin alpha is cosecant alpha minus, if we use this, 1 by cosecant alpha plus cot alpha can be written as cosecant alpha minus cot alpha. So cosecant alpha, this is minus cosecant alpha, gets cancelled. Minus of minus becomes cot alpha. Therefore, LHS is equal to RHS.